in the meantime, please use this time. If you're not around the fire directly under evacuation zone, you want to get ready. So make sure you are prepared, especially if you're in that ready zone. You want to make sure that you have all your paperwork in order, have your ready, set, go bag ready in case you are evacuated. Some of the peak wind gusts over the last 24 hours, just wanted to show you how strong it was. Magic Mountain Truck Trail, this is in the San Gabriel Mountains, 86-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Fremont Canyon out towards Orange County and Santa Ana Mountains, 80-mile-per-hour winds there. The wind gusts. Running Springs, 74 miles per hour. Eaton Canyon, where those fires are still going, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And Rancho Cucamonga with 63 miles an hour. Yesterday, Running Springs got some snow because of this cold area of low pressure, which has really dropped to our south. And it is moving south and east away from Baja eventually later today. And as that low moves off, high pressure, that pressure gradient between this high and that low will relax a little bit. It will still be coming out of the northeast, so those dangerous winds and dry conditions will still be with us, but at least that will be the beginning of those winds really starting to back down. In the meantime, we still have the powerful Santa Ana winds causing widespread damage, potentially with these gusts still expected anywhere from 60 to even 80+ miles an hour. Some isolated areas up in the mountaintops getting some 90 to even 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. Extreme wildfire danger. When we have these red flag warnings in effect, that means that if there is a spark and there is a fire, it can explode and spread rapidly. And that is what we saw exactly yesterday at 10:30 in the morning or just before with that Palisades fire. And this is what happened with the other fires, including that Eaton fire and the Hearst fire. The potential for downed trees, more of that certainly possible. Power lines going down. They're doing these just precautionary measure, of course, but shutting down a lot of the power for a lot of homes, not necessarily related to the fires, but definitely affected by the fires. So just be mindful of that. And if you do have to be out and about, make sure you close your car windows. Air quality is very bad. This is what we call and deem by the National Weather Service as a particularly dangerous situation, PDS. So on the level of wind events, this is at the extreme level because of all the dynamics in place, including very low relative humidity values. It's a lot of dry brush out there, and it's continuing to get drier as we get through the day today in these very strong gusty winds. Wind warnings are set to expire in many areas at around 6 p.m. tonight. So that is when we start to see those winds relax, according to the computer models. So we will wait until then. Is there any rain in the forecast? I know we had a little bit of rain yesterday for parts of the high desert areas at the Inland Empire, but under a ½ inch to a third, so it didn't do much. But we did get a lot of snow, 5-7 inches up in the mountains. So that did help mitigate fire danger there. As we look at our future cast here, high pressure is just going to continue to dominate. You can tell, look at how clear it is across the west. So that means the offshore flow will continue. As we get to late Thursday and Friday, we're going to watch an approaching area of low pressure, and that will help sort of displace or weaken that ridge of high pressure. So we'll see those winds also relax as we get to the weekend. The bad news is we may get another round of Santa Ana winds next week. At this point, it looks more moderate, so not as strong as this one. We just got to get through, again, the next 24, 48 hours of high fire danger in the meantime. So please keep that in mind as you plan. Maybe stay home today, work remotely if you can, because we want to try to keep those roads clear. A lot of roads closed. Soumada's going to go over all of that, of course, here with another traffic update. Hey, Soumada.
Yeah, good morning, Marie. Good morning, everyone. And in and around near the fire zone, of course, we have the billowing smoke, and that is reducing visibility along the local roads near areas like the Palisades fire, the Eaton fire, and the Hearst fire. And along with those conditions, we do have closures in place. Constant reminder to avoid the area as firefighters continue to do their amazing work. Palisades fire closures, here they are. PCH, both directions remain closed from the McClure Tunnel in Santa Monica, and it stretches all the way into Malibu at Los Flores Canyon Road. Also, Topanga Canyon Boulevard closed in both directions, also due to the red flag conditions. And the Hearst fire, if this is part of your route, you want to reroute, especially we're dealing with the fire conditions near the westbound side of the 210 from Yarnell Street to Roxford Street. It's a hard closure, and you can also not get on, shut down northbound side of 5 as well as the southbound side of 5, the connector road to the eastbound side of the 10. And you can see here why. by how close the flames are to the freeway. And speaking of flames close to the freeway, we have this latest fire, the Woodley fire, currently at 75 acres. It has been burning for the last hour or so. This is near Balboa Boulevard through the Sepulveda Basin. You can see areas along the 405 as well as the 101 very slow due to spectators slowing there. A reminder, you want to make sure you pay close attention to the roadways due to the winds, the crosswinds through some of our locals' canyons and passes. Really difficult, especially when we're still dealing with those ferocious winds gusting 60+ miles an hour even at this hour. Jen, Melvin.